Welcome back to a new video. There are tons of things that I need to do in the garden, so I'm just going to show you a few of the things that are going on and some of the plans that I have for the garden. So here are my cilantro seeds that I need to collect, and there are plenty of them. I had cilantro planted in the onion bed, and all of the brown that you see are all of the dried cilantro plants, and I have tons and tons of seeds that I need to save for myself and for my website. So if you would like to purchase any seeds to grow in your garden, feel free to visit my website and look around and see what you can find. So let me go ahead and collect these, and then I'll move on to the next thing. So I decided not to try to get all of the cilantro seeds right now because there's a lot and it's going to take a lot of time. So I'm just going to go ahead and harvest some of my beans, which have been attacked by stink bugs. And so far I've been able to kind of control it, but they keep trying to come back. Oh, I broke that one. That's okay. And I'm noticing a huge difference in the amount of stink bugs that I usually deal with, because I've actually been doing a pretty good job with keeping them under control. However, they are trying, I'm sorry, I'm moving the camera all around. They are really trying to take over. So I have to get that under control because I don't want the garden to be taken over by stink bugs. It's bad enough when you have pests to deal with in general, but stink bugs are like on the top of my list, in my top 5 list of pests that I cannot stand. So let me get these beans and I'll show you what I got once I'm done. So this is what I have. Not too big of a harvest, but I didn't want to take all of them because I do want some of them to dry so I can harvest the dry bean, because I do sell these on my website also and they're out of stock. So I need to also save some so that I can have some to put up on the site. So let's take a look around and see what else needs to be done. I have some banana melons growing here. I think there's like 3 vines. Here's one. I hand pollinated these because I always hand pollinate because I'm never sure if anything actually got pollinated or not. But so yeah, I hand pollinated these just to make sure that I can get some. And I see a buena mulata pepper here. I'm gonna let that get a little bigger so I won't harvest it. I see some habaneros back there. I guess I'll grab those. And I also see a stink bug on one. Let me see if I can get a close up. You see him chilling right there, yeah. So I'm gonna get him. Like I said, the stink bugs are really trying to take over this year and I'm not having it. So let me take care of him. Okay, so I decided not to keep those habanero peppers. Once I picked them off the plant, I noticed a lot of damage to the outside because of the stink bug. So, and I don't want it. It looked really bad. So I tossed it. But as you can see, I have some of my tomatoes protected because squirrels. So yeah, there's that. Let me see, I have a Tasty Bites melon right here, so I need to protect that as well because they already stole 3 of them and I want my melons. And let's see, there's my, can't even think right now, tomatillos. So those are not full yet, but they will be soon. So I cannot wait because there's going to be a lot of salsa and things like that. So let's have more of a look around and see what's going on. And I'm just kind of looking to see, because like I said, there's stink bugs everywhere, and I want to get as many as I can. There's a little diatomaceous earth on my huckleberries because I also was dealing with leaf-footed bugs, as you probably remember in my last video. I don't see any now, which is a good thing, so hopefully I took care of that. And look at my cherry queen lime zinnias. How pretty. How pretty is that? I love those. I'm gonna probably cut a few of them and bring them in the house so I can have some cut flowers. So let me see, because of the heat, let me move this way, my corn is tasseling, but I have no silks. And this has happened to me before, and I have a little trick for that. So what I'm gonna do is put the pollen inside of a paper bag, keep it in the house where it'll be cool and out of moisture, and I will use it once I find that the silks have developed. So if you notice that your corn is tasseling without the silks, you can save the pollen for later, just in case you didn't know that. So over here I am protecting a watermelon. I'm not going to take it out of the bag, but I can move the bag around so you can get a better look. But look at that, and it's growing. It's growing. And then I have some wrapped up over there sitting in that pot, and then there's one that is in there that I also need to wrap up eventually, because once it gets to a certain size, that's when the squirrels like to come and eat a piece of it and then leave me the rest. Like they're saying, here, you can have some. No, I don't want any after your little nasty mouse bit a piece off of my melon. So yeah, there's that. So I do everything I can to try to protect my food. Also, my potato plants are dying back, so you know what that means. Maybe in the next video there will be a potato harvest. So I have these two containers of potatoes, and I have another one over there that you can see is definitely browning more than these two. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna harvest those probably sometime this week. And speaking of melons, this is from the kids' raised bed. This is their little raised bed box or whatever, and they have their own little melons growing in here. This is a compact watermelon variety, so I see two of them, and I wrapped them up in this mesh bag, so hopefully they can come out and they don't get very big. This one might get a little bit bigger. I have grown these before and they do get a little bit bigger than that, but yeah, it's a really compact melon variety. As you can see, I still have not completed this area yet, and I hope that I'm going to be able to do that soon. It's just been so hot. It's been almost 100 degrees every day this whole week, and it's going to be the same thing for the following week, and it's just been too hot for me to want to even come out here and deal with this. But maybe if I can get out here around this time of the day in the evening, I can quickly lay down the rest of the landscaping fabric or the weed barrier, and then the cardboard, and then the mulch. If I can get that done really fast, then hopefully it won't be as bad, because it's blazing hot, y'all. I guarantee you I can probably fry an egg on the grass. So over here in this bed with my Indian summer rudbeckias and tomatoes along the back, I have one loofah plant. I had about 16, no, I had about maybe 16 or 21, I can't remember, 16 or 21 loofah plants growing, and that was only because I did not expect every single one of those seeds to germinate, and they did. And I didn't need all of them. I had 2 vines growing here last year, and they were going over into the neighbor's yard, so I decided that 1 should be enough. I probably should have did 2, because two was great, but it was a lot to deal with. The vines were everywhere and I could barely control it. So this is my one loofah vine, and it was growing slow, but it's loving the heat. It's probably one of the many things that really, really, really enjoys the extreme heat. So I'm over here at the muscadine vine that I pruned very heavily early in the season so that I can maintain it and control it, because it does get out of control, and it is already getting out of control again. As you can see, the vines are coming out this way, and I need them to go that way so that I can keep track of where all the vines are going and I can see all the fruit that's growing. So I'm gonna have to come back in here and prune all the extra vines that are growing out, just so that I can have a good eye to see where everything is, and so that the vines just don't get completely out of control again. I threw some sunflower seeds over here just because, and they're growing pretty nicely. They look good. So maybe next year this can be like the muscadine area with maybe some sunflowers growing in this whole area. I think that would look so nice. And then I have like one pigeon pea plant right here that is starting to take off because it also loves the heat. And just the tip, don't be like me. When I first planted this mint, it was over here when there was almost nothing. When I first started gardening in this area, and I listened to Dwight because I thought he knew what he was talking about, and I had only ever grown mint in a pot. I did not know it spread like this, and now it's all the way over here. So this whole entire area is full of mint, and we cut it back and it just grows back. So yeah, don't do that unless you don't mind it. But I mind and I don't want it here, but it is what it is. So there's that. So let me take you into the greenhouse really quick and show you what I have here. So earlier this morning I pulled out a few of my squash plants because the heat, not just the heat, but I was dealing with white flies. I don't even know how they got in here, but I was dealing with white flies and I didn't notice because, you know, I don't come in the greenhouse every day. I just kind of look and see if any of the squash plants are flowering, to see if I need to come in and hand pollinate, and that's about it. And to water, which is not an everyday thing. But the white flies took over and it was so much damage, I just decided to pull the plants. So I pulled these three, and that one, and that one, and the one over there, and one over here. And I planted new seeds today, this morning, so I'll have new squash plants growing. And this one is struggling a little bit, but it's still alive, so I left it alone because it's okay. It did suffer a bit, but I think it'll be fine. And then I have one here. I have to trim back some of the leaves on this one. One here. And then that one does have some damage, but I think it'll be fine. This one is definitely, I should probably pull this one out too, but I'm kind of waiting for that to mature. So I didn't pull it yet. Actually, it looks like it's cracking. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's too hot. I don't know. But I'll probably, actually, matter of fact, I did plant some seeds in there because I did plan on pulling this one out. So once they sprout, I'm probably gonna go ahead and pull it out. And then this one was getting burned, as you can see, because the leaves are exposed more on this side. Actually, this one got burnt too, probably just because it was so hot in here. But I did hang some shade cloth because it's a greenhouse. It gets hot. It's basically summertime. So, but yeah, so that's that. I'm also gonna grow my pumpkins in here because I just don't want to deal with squash vine borers and squash bugs. And so far, I haven't seen any because I've been keeping the squash plants in here. And this is just the mesh door that I keep on here to keep the bugs out. It obviously did not keep the white flies out, but it's keeping everything else out. Oh, white flies and spiders. My cucamelon vines are growing nicely, so I can't wait to harvest those. I did see a few little ones a couple of days ago where the flowers were open. I don't know where it is now, but so hopefully I get some soon, because the kids love these and they love them pickled. They love pickles in general, so you know, they like these because they're little cute little pickles. But anyway, I think that's it. I'm not gonna go around the whole garden. I just wanted to walk around and see what was going on and figure out what I need to do next. Oh, this is what I had to do to my tomatoes to keep the squirrels out, because they kept stealing my tomatoes, and at this rate I won't get any if I don't do something about it. So yeah, that's what I did. But anyway, that's it. Just wanted to show you guys what was going on, and there will be some other things that I want to show you guys in the next video. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.